Are you looking for diabetes foods to eat that is still tasting good? Maybe you have heard that quinoa is good, but wondering how to make quinoa taste good, what spices go well with it, and how to make it flavorful with simple, everyday ingredients. If so, you're in the right place. Get all my tips on best practices to put in quinoa, what goes well with it, and ways to use it in your everyday cooking. What does quinoa taste like? Let's talk about this. If you have never tasted quinoa, I'll describe you. I think the taste of quinoa is somewhere between oatmeal and brown rice with a mild, earthy, and nutty flavor that pairs with just about anything. When I'm creating recipes with quinoa, you should also think that it's like a blank canvas or a messenger to carry over flavors that you want to have in your dish. It also has a very nice crunch to it, as it is actually a seed, not a grain. When cooked properly, it provides a bit of crunch and a bit of creamy and a bit of nutty taste, all at the same time. Delicious, huh? Need a hand with cooking the perfect quinoa? Here are 4 different methods that you can use to cook the most delicious and fluffy quinoa. I will say instant pot would be great. In microwave, you can do it. You can also use rice cooker, and you can do on the stovetop. I'll give you also a pro tip. I may not be a pro, but I'll give you a pro tip. Cook quinoa in bulk and freeze it so that you can use it in any of your favorite quinoa recipes in a quick and efficient way. Now, how to season the quinoa to make it taste better? Big question now, right? Well, we have covered how it tastes like. Let's talk about a few ways to make it really flavorful. Number 1, rinsing under cold water to remove its bitter taste is going to be good, and toasting quinoa with spices to bring out its flavors, and rinsing quinoa before cooking is important. If you have cooked quinoa before, you probably heard a lot of chefs suggesting giving quinoa a good quick rinse before cooking. That's because quinoa has a bitter tasting natural coating called saponin. Essentially, it's a self-defense mechanism for the plant to protect itself from fungi, the birds, the insects, and other foraging animals in its natural habitat. While virtually all quinoa that is sold in the markets today, pretty much already they have removed the saponin with various techniques, but some people might still taste the bitterness that may have remained. That is why I recommend placing quinoa in a fine mash strainer and just give it a quick good rinse under cold water until water runs clear. Now, also, you need to toast quinoa with a little bit of oil. It might be a few minutes of extra work, but toasting quinoa unlocks its nutty flavor and even produces fluffier cooked quinoa. For additional flavor, toast quinoa with a bit of olive oil or coconut oil or avocado oil or even butter would work over medium heat for 4 to 5 minutes or until it is lightly browned. You can also cook in vegetable, beef, or chicken broth, and cooking quinoa in vegetable or beef or chicken stock is probably the easiest way to flavor it. You can simply swap the water with your choice of stock and use the same amount to cook your quinoa. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can also use half water, half stock. Season the liquid well if you are using water. While there is nothing wrong with cooking quinoa in water, similar to like pasta or rice, which you shouldn't be cooking, right, as a diabetic, but it needs to be well seasoned if you're cooking in water. For example, add half a teaspoon salt for every cup of raw quinoa. Add some seasoning into the pot during the cooking process. You can easily up the flavor of quinoa by using some of the basic pantry items that you have. Some of the best seasonings for quinoa are, I would say, cumin, dried bay leaf, turmeric, salt, and black pepper, and so forth. You can flavor it with fresh garlic, if you like garlic, and herbs such as parsley, dill, and cilantro. You can add the seasonings of your choice into the pot at the same time with the liquid and cook it, but alternatively, you can also add them in after your quinoa is cooked. Here are a few examples of well-seasoned quinoa recipes for you. Number 1, lemon herb quinoa. This is one of my go-to side dishes to eat with meat, for example. It is made by cooking quinoa with onion and garlic and then mixing it with lemon juice or lemon zest and fresh parsley. Number 2 would be quinoa lentil recipe. Cooking quinoa and green lentils together is a great way to flavor the otherwise tasteless quinoa. In this simple salad recipe, you will need to cook them together while preparing the rest of the salad ingredients. Number 3 is Mexican quinoa. As the name suggests, for this recipe, you need to flavor it with ground coriander and ground cumin and some vegetables, for example, black beans or jalapeno or corn, and some garnishes like cilantro and avocado. These are all inspired by the Mexican cuisine. Number 4 is quinoa tabule salad. The traditional tabule recipe is made with bulgur, if you know it. However, I think with its mild and natural taste, quinoa is a great alternative if you don't like bulgur. In this recipe, you will need to use fresh herbs like Italian parsley, mint, and dill, along with a simple lemon juice and garlic vinaigrette to flavor it. Number 5 is Mediterranean quinoa salad. Now, adding a few cups of cooked quinoa into salads is a great way of using it. In this recipe, make a salad using classic Mediterranean ingredients. What are they? I'll say chickpeas, bell peppers, Kalamata olives, and feta cheese. At the last minute, add a few cups of cooked quinoa to make it more wholesome, protein-packed, and filling. Number 6 is quinoa porridge. This is one of my favorite ways to have quinoa in the morning for a plant-based, protein-packed breakfast. Cooking with coconut milk and topping it off with seasonal fruit, it will make a super simple breakfast, and that will make it when you need some break from an oatmeal or something like that you may be eating. Number 7 is butternut squash and quinoa salad and roasted sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. You may love roasting. If that's the case, you may want to roast a bunch of vegetables and tossing them with some cooked quinoa for a quick, wholesome, and healthy lunch or a side dish for your dinner. And number 8 is quinoa chili and quinoa and vegetable stew. You can add a cup of uncooked quinoa into soups and stews. That's another great way to incorporate it into your meals. And number 9 is quinoa sweet potato bowl. You cannot share a list of healthy quinoa recipes and not mention this quinoa bowl recipe. Perfectly flavored with roasted sweet potatoes, black beans, and drizzled with yogurt tahini dressing, it is ready in pretty much 30 minutes. Again, consider serving quinoa with meat dishes such as ground turkey, meatloaf, or chicken dishes such as Mediterranean lemon chicken or pot roast. Now go make some quinoa and share them on your SugarMD Facebook group. We have a lot of people. If you're not part of it, please be part of this group. Take photos of your wonderful dishes and share with us. And like and share this video as well. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.